Hi, today is my last solo flight before my single engine commercial add-on check ride. It's coming up in a couple of days. So come with me to practice. First things first, gotta pack my bag, headset, pilot logbook, iPad, all of the necessities. And I live in Michigan right now, and it is February, so it's very cold. And I'm gonna be outside pre-flighting and doing all that stuff, so got my hat, got my coat, got my gloves. The gloves are very warm, by the way. I got them in Norway, along with that scarf. But all set, heading outside, grab my keys. Gotta make sure to say bye to Cairo. He does not care. I gave him a bone before I left, so he'd be good. Put on my sneakers. I don't wear boots when I fly because I feel like I can't control the rudders properly, like they get in the way of it. So sneakers it is. I just try my best not to slip while I'm trying to get to my car. Yeah, obviously there's still snow on the ground. It's been a rough winter this year. And yes, the stereotype is also true. A pilot needs her sunglasses. Now we're on our way. I like to listen to audiobooks when I'm driving to and from school because it's about a 30-minute drive. Finally pull up, find a parking spot. It was pretty busy today. It was a perfect clear blue sky. But yeah, anyways, I went and got checked in. I actually saw the DPE, or designated pilot examiner, who's going to give me my exam on Thursday there. So we chatted for a bit, got the keys. Still can't believe they gave me the keys sometimes, but they did some paperwork. And then I got started on my pre-flight, starting with the stuff inside of the airplane, and then did my walk around, just checking to make sure everything is in proper operating condition, checking the condition of like the fittings and all that stuff. I didn't film all of it because, it's pretty redundant, and I just wanted to get it done and make sure I was focusing while I was getting it done. But then again, the airplane, I go over everything I planned out for the day. I go over where I want to go practice. I think I'm going to go east for this flight, do some maneuvers, but I'm definitely going to do pattern work for this flight first, practice some short approaches, and of course some short field landings, because I always tend to land just a little bit long, so I think I need to change my aiming point. But anyways, we did a soft field takeoff first, which if you're an aviation person, you know what that means. And if you don't, you can look that up online because I don't feel like explaining it in this video. But yeah, we got straight into approaches. I did a short field landing to start, just to make sure the winds were in my favor, figure out what my point was going to be. And it was not my best landing, not going to lie. But hey, we made it on the ground. It was all right. Then we came in. This was my first short approach. Needed to get that nose on center line. There we go. And this one was all right. I kind of hit my point. I was a teensy bit long. I think if I took out a little bit of power sooner, it would have been right at the point. But then right after this, they got super busy. We got extended on the downwind, so I just came in, did a normal short field again. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I turned the volume back on for this clip so that you can kind of tell where I landed a little bit more. And yes, I know I'm off center line. The landing was smooth. I wasn't too far off, but I'm working on it. So we went out. This is called the Lazy 8. It's a ground reference maneuver. I don't really understand the purpose, but I did 2 of those. The first one was sped up more than this, and then there was this one. They looked all right within ACS standards. And then after that, we did some chandelles up to as high as we could go. The ceilings were around 5,500 feet above ground level, and I got into kind of like a half steep spiral. So I just did 2 rotations, started out in the downwind. They looked okay too. I'll show you guys my ground track at the very end. But then I went into some 8s on pylons, which you can see better here. I did 2 of them. This was the first one. It was a little bit wonky, which I'll show you later again. But basically this is a ground reference maneuver again, where if like you want to fly around something, maybe you're doing some sightseeing and there's a point that you want to let your passengers take pictures of. This one you can see much better what my point was. So those trees right there. But yeah, then we came in for a full stop landing, had my best landing of the day, and that is about it. I always like to debrief after I get out of the airplane and get back home, and then that way I can also show you guys my ground track. I always gotta lock the plane and also wave goodbye to it, it's important. But yeah, so as you guys all saw, we started off with some pattern work, Then we went out. That was on the way back. We went out and we did those lazy eights, some chandelles up to 5-5, and then those steep spirals. And then these were the 2 eights on pylons. The second one looked much better than the first. And then then we came in for that full stop landing. This was our altitude change, not too crazy. And that was my flight. Wish me luck on the check ride. Thanks for watching.